When the word flight is uttered, the idea of flying and soaring up in the sky come to mind. All over the world, these flights take people from one place to another. But what you might not be expecting is that each day an animal or two also fly up in the sky. Many airlines allow animals to be on board to serve a passenger, but at times it is both shocking and amusing to see the choice of animal people like to accompany them. Stay tuned to our channel to find out the weirdest animals spotted on flights. Cat spotted on plane. A furry, scaled, or feathered animal was allowed on planes to help people calm their nerves, anxiety, or to aid people with disabilities. In the early 80s, it was only the rich lot who were allowed this privilege, but by the 2000s, this policy was opened up for all, and proper rules and regulations were implanted to safeguard the animals. Initially, they were only limited to the cargo hold, but with the passage of time, more avenues opened up for them, and they were given permission to be carried on board with the passengers. Woman gets on plane and sits down with peacock. So first we have a clip of this woman carrying a peacock. Yes, you heard me right, a peacock. The people on the flight were as amused as you must be. The peacock looked pretty calm and comfortable in the woman's lap, with its beautiful feathers gracing the flight's floor. One of the passengers can be heard asking her, "Is that a service animal?" To which the peacock's owner responded, "Yes."
Is that a service animal? Yeah.
Service animals are allowed on the flight to provide emotional support to the carriers and help them remain relaxed and stress-free. These animals are usually quite vigilant when it comes to the surroundings, as can be seen on the video.
Is that a service animal? Yeah.
In order to get these animals on board, the passenger has to bring proper paperwork and identification in order to prove that the animals belong to them and is there for legal or medical purpose and is not being smuggled. Cute duck gets first-class treatment on plane. Up next, we have a duck named Ban Af Quack, who is seen boarding a plane. The passengers were seen giving it a first-class treatment. Its arrival was even announced by the air hostess to start its VIP journey. The duck's pitter-patter and quacking made the flight interesting. Not sure if passengers managed to get any good sleep, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on board today. Walking down the aisle is an adorable little person, or animal, excuse me, named Ben Af Quack.
Pilot rescues baby chimp in Zenith STOL. Sometimes the pilot themselves decide to take one for the team and make a foolproof plan to carry these creatures with them. One such example is a baby monkey, Musa. In order to get him to the animal sanctuary and save him from an illegal hunter, this pilot was seen carrying Musa in his lap and taking care of it. For example, removing bugs from its fur and feeding it. Given that Musa is of young age and might have felt anxious, the pilot decided to take this action. The idea of not putting the animal in a cage was not seen as weird, but rather quite heartwarming. Penguin on Southwest Airlines plane. It is strange to see birds on the flight rather than outside it. Well, something you don't see walking the aisle of your plane usually is the flightless penguin. Well, a lot of airlines have a policy against which animal can and cannot fly with them. The airline Southwest allows one of its passengers to carry a penguin on board, whilst en route to San Diego from San Francisco. The passengers became acquainted with Pete the penguin. The airline even let the passengers know what to avoid, such as blocking Pete's passageway.
Hi everyone, can you hear me now? My name's Travis, and this is Heather, and our friend is Pete the penguin. We're from SeaWorld. Before we introduce you to Pete, does anyone anyone not want to meet a penguin today? Some people don't like meeting penguins, and that's okay. Unless you put your hand up, we're just going to walk through the aisles. And you're welcome to take pictures, but please do not block the passage of the penguin.
Another strange animal spotted on the flight is a pig. If you've come across one, you know that they're not always well known for being prim and proper. They're quite unpredictable and can be a source of both amusement and harm for passengers. But that doesn't stop this one lady. Megan decided to tag along with Hamlet the pig, her emotional support animal, on her flight to Miami with American Airlines, to help her with her flying anxiety to feel more comfortable. This onboard animal passenger became so popular that now it has its own Instagram page. Miniature horse takes American Airlines flight to Omaha. Next, we have one more unusual animal spotted on the flight, a miniature horse named Flirty. About 5 years ago, the FAA cleared mini horses to fly on airlines along with their providers. The Omaha passengers were stunned to see Flirty, the mini horse, trotting through the airport. Flirty's provider suffers through post-traumatic stress disorder, and Flirty helps her manage her stress levels. The horse is trained to identify when her friend is about to have an anxiety or panic attack and alerts her to take her medication. Given that she's allergic to dogs, she made the interesting choice to bond with Flirty the horse. If you're baffled by these animals, then this next one is going to be the cherry on top for confusing. Nowadays, turkeys too have been cleared for emotional support animals. As per usual, this passenger was asked for paperwork, which officially announced that this turkey is a supporter and protector of its provider. Unfortunately, Jody was traveling with her pet turkey, Easter, to scatter her husband's ashes. Easter graced through the aisle to settle on its seat in economy. It was given first-class treatment by being transported in a wheelchair on and off the plane. Easter proved itself to be a well-behaved bird as it sat on Judy's lap for 2 hours without making a fuss.
Going to San Francisco to go spread some of my husband's ashes, and so she's been there for me through all sorts of different things.
This next one may be the weirdest animal that you have ever seen aboard a plane. Tarantulas and other spider species sometimes make their way onto planes with or without passengers' knowledge. Sometimes they're smuggled on board for their rare value. Sometimes the arachnids make their way on by accident, as they can easily hide in the nooks and crannies of a plane. On this flight, this one brave passenger made a bold move and relaxed everyone by capturing the tarantula. The origin of his presence was not clear, but it sure made the passengers more alert than ever. Snake on AirAsia flight alarms passengers. Another traveling animal was a reptile that made its way across the continent, none other than a snake. Yes, snake. If you feel something creeping up your leg during baggage drop-off, then be alert that it might actually be a snake. Here you can see how a baby snake found its way onto the plane. The sight of the snake made people evacuate their seats rather swiftly, and being left completely dumbfounded by this bizarre incident. Smuggling live snakes onto a flight. Ultimate Airport, Dubai. Like tarantulas, snakes too are often smuggled on flights. Here in this video of Dubai Airport, it's clear that this woman was trying to smuggle snakes and was caught during the scan carrying live ones. Everyone around her was gobsmacked and just could not believe their eyes. On further investigation, monkeys and kittens were also found entrapped in cages.
Hello, Mel speaking. Hold on a second, what do you mean live snakes? Where? In her checked-in baggage? All right. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, hon. I'm there. I'm coming down. All right, bye-bye. Bye. I'm following you. This is new for me.
So you discovered today something?
Yes.
Snakes?
Oh! Are they eggs? Those are eggs, right?
The scans show the cases are packed with snakes and eggs. These cases are alive.
With the passage of time, some airlines have become more lenient with animal on-board policies, while others refrain to allow any animals, regardless of the reason, on flights to ensure passenger safety. Sometimes the providers of the animals come up with proper documentation, while on the other hand, some try to avoid paying the extra fees for their pets and slip them onto the flight. The rules and regulations also try to discourage the smuggling of animals illegally so that all animals, along with their human providers, can enjoy a safe, comfortable, and relaxed flight without causing any harm to those sitting next to or nearby.